Real quick, before we get into the video, I just want to give a big thank you to Can Auto Performance and ECS Tuning. And if you guys need any kind of carbon fiber parts or exhaust parts, definitely check out Can Auto Performance and use code 1OF1 to save yourself some money. But again, a big thank you to Can Auto Performance and ECS Tuning for help building the S5. Without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So today is actually a big day. It's pretty early in the morning, but I'm currently taking my car to a new shop that I have just partnered with. I have partnered with a shop that is here locally, and they're going to be taking care of all of the maintenance work, all of the upgrades and stuff that I can't currently do because I don't have a garage. We're just going to be working together. They're a really good shop. I had my car serviced there last time. Today we have some stuff that is going to get put on, and I mean, it is currently winter. I wish I had a garage to do stuff to my car, but I just don't. That's the situation right now. But we have some new parts we're putting on. We are replacing both accessory and supercharger belt. We're putting on a bigger crank pulley, a bigger heat exchanger, and just some other small few maintenance things like a brake sensor that went bad, just a few small things. But I'm gonna get the car turned on and loaded up with the parts, and we're gonna head there. I think I might get the cold starts back on this car once I try out Jackal's tune, which would be pretty nice, but I'll make a full video comparing tunes in the future. We just got all the parts loaded in. I'll show you what we got once I get there, but I gotta hurry, so I'll see you guys when we get there. So we're currently heading there. It's like a 30-minute drive. It's not too bad because I live like on the edge of town, like closer to where the shop is. This is just gonna make things so much more useful because I honestly never found like a reliable shop where I live. Honestly, the whole time I've lived here, I've never had a garage, which is sort of bad, but that's just how it is. We've had to do what we had to do on the side of the road or what, but I mean, I can only do so much. So partnering with this shop is gonna make things a lot more easy. And then also, this is with my camera lens fully zoomed out. I don't think it's wide enough. I don't know, maybe I'm just tripping. I think I need a lens that's a little bit more wide. If you guys think this lens looks fine, I mean, let me know in the comments so I don't gotta waste money on something that doesn't really matter. But me personally, I think I need a little bit of a wider lens because, I mean, right now you guys can't even see my whole steering wheel or anything. So I don't know, let me know your guys' opinion. Also, there's still something that I've been waiting for that I ordered a while ago. 2 months ago, I ordered my ported supercharger and I got it a custom color that's gonna look crazy. I'm gonna try to figure out when it will get shipped because that's a big part. It's gonna completely change the whole look of the engine bay. The car is gonna be faster. I just don't know when that's gonna get here, and I mean, if it starts snowing, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, put this car away because I actually can't drive it in the winter unless I want my whole front bumper to get destroyed. I'm just hoping that gets here soon because I can't put on my titanium intake until I get the ported blower. So basically, a lot of things are just waiting on that. Once I do get it, you guys are just gonna see how crazy the color I got is. I mean, it's just gonna look insane in the engine bay with everything else. I honestly hate when it is like this weather outside. It's like just rained and it's almost freezing outside. It's honestly so sketchy to drive because you might not think it's slick, but you take a corner too fast and you start sliding, especially when I'm on just summer tires that probably aren't the best traction. Or this, oh my gosh, absolutely not. Apparently it snowed out this way, which is crazy because I live like not even 10 minutes back the other direction and there was no snow anywhere. So I don't know how there's snow out here. I have to go 30 minutes this direction, so hopefully the snow doesn't get worse or this is gonna make things a lot harder. And thank God it cleared up. It was just Sun River that was snowy and way colder than everywhere else, but now it looks like it cleared up, so we can actually make some time now and have to stress about totaling this car. I mean, that's just where I live for you. Oregon weather is the most bipolar I have ever seen in my life. But I can't lie, it is a beautiful state. There's just forests everywhere, there's mountains everywhere. It's definitely somewhere that's really beautiful. If you guys have never been to Oregon, you definitely got to see it. It's definitely beautiful. I don't think I can live here for too much longer. I mean, I've been talking about it, moving somewhere else. There's just not really a whole bunch where I live, and I don't know, I just need to go somewhere else, especially that has no snow, because I absolutely can't with snow. It's just like half the year is just miserable. Just look how beautiful the scenery is. You can drive like 20 minutes out of town and you can just see the most beautiful, just like sceneries ever. Straight flat fields until you see the mountains. It's actually crazy, and I definitely need to take advantage of it more for pictures, but it's just so hard because there's so many people that moved here. It's just so like congested, but I mean, nonetheless, it is just a beautiful place. I actually have a crazy story. The last time I drove on this road to the shop, I was actually driving my sister to pick up her car from the shop. There was someone coming from the other lane. They were driving so crazy, but I couldn't see because there was like 3 cars in front of me, a little bit closer than this red one right here. I was literally just driving and I just see these cars, like it happened so fast. I literally see the cars in front of me just like swerve off the road like into this ditch right here. In the blink of an eye, I literally see a car literally driving in the lane I'm in, literally right in front of me, and I literally just swerved it as hard as I could to the side, and I swear it was probably like this much room from his car hitting me. It was crazy because he was probably going like 80, I was going probably like 60, and this dude was driving so insane, like a head-on collision. I would have been cooked, I'm not gonna lie. Like, rest in peace, I would have been done. This car would have been done. It was the craziest thing, and I wish I had my dash cam set up, because getting that on video, I just can't believe it. And then the whole time I was just looking in the side mirror, I was just seeing this dude literally just swerving into the other lane, almost hitting cars. It was crazy, and it was, I don't want to be stereotypical, but it was a Nissan Altima. And I know those cars have a reputation for driving insane.
Right at Baja. Incline at Hell's Revenge.
All right, we're like 5 minutes away. We got an open lane. Give you guys a little pull. Just got here, pulling into the shop right now. This is it, exclusive imports for any of you guys that are in Central Oregon. The shop's in Lapine, like 30 minutes away. Super good shop. So we just got here, but inside the box we have, this is for the heat exchanger. We have our red Kevlar belts from ECS Tuning. We have a bigger crank pulley from Cap. We have 2 more belts if those don't work, and then just like the tensioner and pulley stuff for the accessory belt. And then in here we have liquid moly, we have oil change, and then in this bottom box we have a bigger heat exchanger from Cap in black, so that's gonna hopefully be better for cooling. So we got it dropped off. They're gonna start right away. It is like 7 hours of work, so hopefully they can get it done before the day is over. I just gotta grab some stuff out of here. They're gonna start working on the car. I'll be back when they give me a call. I'll see you guys once we come back to pick up the car. I just got the call. He said the car is ready to be picked up, so we're going to go drive there and pick it up. He said he ran into some issues that made it a little bit harder and a little bit longer than he expected, but I'll get into everything once we get there. We just got here to exclusive imports, and here is the S5 all finished with new heat exchanger. You can sort of see through the grill, but I'm gonna go inside and we'll go over everything on this car. Got the red Kevlar belts on there, which should last a little bit longer than just the normal ones. You said you had to trim something on the bumper for the...
Yeah, so it's back behind here though. You can, I mean, if we were to pull that off there, there's like I had to make 2 little slots in this big thick section of it.
Yeah.
To fit that puppy in there. That guy's like this big, dude. And like all the way down there. So I just had to, because when I put the bumper on, it was just touching it. So I just put little notches in it basically, and just where the welds are. Yeah. On that section, because I got this bolted up, the mounts flush onto this piece here. So when I did that or whatnot, because that was the best fitment I could find on it, and you can see like the hoses are they're right here, and then right here too. It's kind of a tight fit against your bumper. Crank pulley, yeah, it's down there, whatnot. It looks good. I can grab a flashlight if you want to check something out.
Basically, we put on a bigger heat exchanger from Cat. I had to do accessory belt, tensioner and stuff. That was the red Kevlar belts, and then my water pump had some play, so replaced that as well. And then there was the brake sensor that went bad, and then also the crank pulley, which is down there, and it's a bigger size than the one I had previously.
So that's one solid piece, right?
Yeah.
And so the one that so if you look here, see this is your stock crank pulley. And then what happens is this one slides into that one. So that was in there like that, which made it really a challenge to get these out. They're super long. Even in service position, I was still having a little issue getting those out. But basically that's what that does. Is so what you have now is a solid pulley, and it's a little bit bigger.
Do you think a solid one's better than a press-on?
Yeah, I would say so, because this has got more, number one, twice, maybe even triple the weight, and then those bolts could potentially back out, you know. So this just slides over the factory crank pulley, which I don't really like that design. Whereas now you got a solid chunk. So I'd say that's a way better design.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a press-on because the previous owner did that, but...
Gotcha. This was your one that was making all that noise.
No squeak anymore?
Nope.
Awesome.
Replace this guy or...
The intake?
Clean it. Well, not replace the intake, but just your filter.
Yeah, I have a new intake. I just can't put it on because I have a bigger throttle body.
Oh, yeah.
But it can't go on because the adapter's getting port matched to the blower.
All the lights are off except for your right turn signal, which is for this.
Yeah, I don't know if it unplugged or...
I think it's bad because I noticed it was glittering a few times.
Yeah.
Like it went off a few times, and there's water intrusion in there.
Because it started doing it after I put these mirror caps on. So...
Yeah, I could see that there's water in the actual light there. So it's just...
Those are pretty cheap to fix.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they were gonna fit or not.
Yeah, and well, the hard part too is that accessory belt, the one in the back. You have to put the crank pulley on with that belt at the same time. Because this either pulley here sits behind it. Yeah. And so you have to you got to put the belt on the crank and then put the crankshaft on. Because otherwise, when you go to pull that pulley off, it hits the new crank pulley. Because it's it's such a big diameter.
We just paid the bill. Let me know how much you guys think it costs. It's a little crazy, but I'm gonna drive home and then we'll go over everything. Man, I've barely drove this car, and the no belt squeak, I couldn't stand that belt squeak. I don't think you guys understand. It made this car just, I don't know, feel so jank. I haven't really gone on it yet, but so far it feels pretty good. Not gonna lie. I definitely think the pulley is a little bit bigger. I don't know if it's just placebo, but the car definitely feels a little bit faster. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. I also feel like the burbles are a lot louder. Maybe I'm just tripping, but I don't know. I'll give you guys a little pull. Let's go. What do we think? 4th gear? 3rd gear? Just a little bit. Even though I've seen probably like 6 sheriffs driving on the way home, so not really trying to get a ticket or anything. car does feel a lot better, and I just can't wait until the ported blower gets here, and it'll be ported blower, bigger throttle body, better intake. This thing should rip after that. Okay, so we just made it back. The car does feel a little faster with the bigger pulley. Nonetheless, the car drives good. Everything is working, no problems with it. And now time to go over the bill, which I thought originally it was gonna be not too much, but like he said, it did take a little bit longer to do some of the things because the heat exchanger had to be modified to fit, and the crank pulley was, he said it was a pain to get off because it was like rusted, the old one was, and the new one didn't want to go on, so it just took them a lot longer. If we look on here, we have the crank and the belts. That was $900. We have the heat exchanger, that was $300. The water pump, which was $400, which I wasn't expecting to do, but he said it was just best to do it now. I could have got that part for free basically, and it would have been really cheap, but I didn't know it was going to be bad. And then I had the oil, that was 72 bucks. Total cost $1,648.31. So not that bad. I wish I had a shop. If I had a shop, I would literally try to install everything that I could, but I mean, the situation right now, I don't have a garage. So that's just sort of what it is right now until I move and we get a house. But for now, this is just how it's going to have to be because it's like 20 degrees right now, and this is what I'm working with, this gravel. So maybe if it was like a driveway or something and it wasn't, you know, it would be a little more practical. I mean, I'm fine with paying someone to do it, and this shop I trust to work on my car. But we have an old heat exchanger, a Merc Racing heat exchanger that is black. If anyone wants to buy that, I'll post that on my Instagram story, along with an APR press-on pulley. I can put the size for that, and that is a crank pulley, and also just some accessory and supercharger belts that are brand new. And then I also have a roof spoiler and a trunk lip for sale that are both brand new. So if anyone needs some parts, follow my Instagram and I'll post them on my story. That's basically it for this video. Big shout out to Can Auto Performance and ECS for getting those parts sent out. And a big thank you to Exclusive Imports for taking care of getting everything installed. But like I said, if you guys are local to Central Oregon or you live in La Pine, definitely hit up Exclusive Imports. They do German cars, and he was a technician for a really long time. It's a really good shop that you can trust, good pricing. But that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.